Hi there and welcome back to FM8tutorials.com. This is part 2 in the dubstep feature we've been doing this month, and in this tutorial we're going to show you how to make a dubstep stab using FM8. Quite a squelchy sort of stab really. So let's start off by creating a new sound in FM8, head straight to the operator section, program these operators to get the core of our sound going. So I'm going to start off with operator F, make that 0.25 so it's a bit lower kind of sine wave. Going to keep it as a sine, yeah. Key sync it as well, and going to route all the operators through the filter for this sound, so turn on the filter as well. Next up, operator E, going to have a sawtooth wave, have this as 0.5 ratio and key sync this, and I'm going to route this straight to Z, the filter, not full volume, maybe about 56, 58, and also going to route it into F at 19. Gives us quite a nice tone on the sound, and also route F into itself by 11. And next up is operator D, and that's going to be a sawtooth wave. I'm going to key sync this, keep the ratio at 1, and just route this. This is going to feed into E actually, rather than going straight to the filter, and it's going to feed in maybe around 23. Next up is operator C. Going to make this a ratio of 2 and make this a sawtooth wave. Just bring a bit more higher end into the sound by pushing that ratio up. Key sync this operator and route this straight into E at around a similar value, 23, 24. And the last operator we're going to use for this sound is operator B, but the ratio is going to go down to 0.25, so quite low, sine wave, key sync. Turn on operator B and route this in maybe a tiny bit higher. 29 should do. Okay, so let's move over to the master section now. Just make sure the sound's monophonic, give it 2 voices, take that detune off, push this digital slider right up to around 87. Nice amount of grit on the sound now. Next, let's set the envelopes for this sound. So we want quite a plucky envelope with not too much sustain really, so I can actually link envelopes B through to F. And if we zoom in here, just pull the sustain right down, pull the release out so we're not going to get a click on the sound, just pull that sustain right down. Push the decay up a bit. Okay, so next up we can set up the filter really, because we want to increase that kind of, with each stab we've got that automatic kind of quick filter sweep that's giving us that sort of squelchy kind of element to the sound. So for the filter we can take this filter 1, take the cutoff down to around 29 and push that resonance up to a little bit, maybe 54, and the mode can come up to about 32. So somewhere between a low pass and a band pass now. For filter 2, take the spread down to 0, pull the resonance down to around 43, and let's push this envelope amount up to around 65. And let's, for this envelope, for the filter envelope, let's tempo sync this, and let's zoom in until you can see these 16 values. And let's just pull the release out again so I'm not getting too much click, and pull this sustain down and just put it so it's this point's just here, just before the 3 and the 3/16. And we've got that nice kind of analogy sort of squelchy sound going now. Okay, so next we can move over to the effects section just to beef this sound up a little bit and give it a bit more space. So for this we're going to use a tube amp, push the volume up to around 77. It's giving a nice amount of distortion now, and just drive it a little bit more as well. 70 should do on the drive. And that's just giving us quite a nice tone, like distorted tone. So peak EQ next. Just boost up some of those mids and higher mids. Just bringing out that distortion a bit more really. And actually widen the Q of the second band as well. Push it up to around 3/4. And let's pull this volume up as well. Just hear the sound a bit better. And finally let's add a reverb. Pull the time down a bit to around 30, 35, 34. Push the bright up a little bit. It's about sort of a brighter tone on there. Push that treble up to 100. Maybe pull the dry wet down to around 36. And there's our sound. And I actually had this playing in this loop here where I bounced the synth down to audio and did a little roll off on the bottom end with the EQ, and also used this EQ, which is a really nice EQ that's actually free with computer music. Even if you just get the app on your phone or whatever, you can get this free with it. It's really nice EQ, this CM-EQ87 by EA Reckon, and all I did was just add a little bit of a boost around 1K mark, just to help it fit with the track a bit more. So there you have it, a dubstep stab with inside FM8. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you found it useful. Any questions, please get in touch, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.